Chair, I think that it's located in Taiwan, so we have to directly already.
Been moved by Councilor Ladok, seconded by Councilor Abalo and Councilor Hernandez to dispense item number 2 and 3 in our session today. Madam Secretary, can the knock the roll call?
Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Anton Perez.
Present.
The Presiding Officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolon Magibagay. Present. The Majority Floor Leader, Councilor Cirilo Dirado.
Present.
The Minority Floor Leader, Councilor Oscar A. Buling. Councilor Caroline T. Sison. Councilor Michelle S. Sigundera.
Present.
Councilor Rosilito Oconquerera.
Present.
Councilor Berna Esderabago.
Present.
Councilor Probel Eranoy. Councilor Dalia M. De Leon.
Present.
Councilor Alfred Perez E. Castro. Ex-officio members, Liga ng mga Barangay President Raul B. Bacay. Ang Panlungsod ng Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President Lover D. V. Bernadette.
Present.
13 members of this August body responded to the poster.
13 members responded to the call and now certify the presence of quorum. Do we have the subdivision business? Approval of the agenda. Any unassigned business, madam?
We have one unassigned business from we have received a mandate from the department. We have received an advisory from the Department of the Interior and Local Government regarding the adoption of an ordinance adopting the new normal to prevent and control coronavirus 2019.
Any other unassigned businesses from the body? Councilor Sika.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I have one proposed resolution requesting the Sangguniang Panlungsod to exempt the city of Alameda from the execution of curfew hours from 8 p.m. to 5 instead to allow curfew hours to be moved in the city from 10 p.m. to 5
Curfew saka?
curfew hours. Yung isa po yung sa privilege hour.
Any other po unassigned business? Councilor Sika, the chairman of Rosenberg. Any motion?
Mr. Chair, I respectfully move that the agenda for today's session, inclusive of the unassigned businesses, be approved by the Office Department.
It's been moved by Councilor De Castro, seconded by Councilor Ladok and Councilor Sison and Councilor Segundera for the approval of today's agenda. Any objections? Any other amendments? Discussion. Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. Adoption of the journal minutes of our SP regular session held on September 8, 2020. Any motion? Councilor Bernadette.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes of SP regular session held on September 8, 2020.
It's been moved by Councilor Bernadette, seconded by Councilor Abalo and Councilor De Leon for the adoption of the journal and minutes of our SP regular session held on September 8, 2020. Any objection? Amendments? Hearing none, the said journal and minutes are hereby adopted. Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to the privilege question hour. The first item is the courtesy call of our new Chief of Police, Alameda City Police Station, Police Lieutenant Colonel Gary Noel Butak Pascua.
Sir, magandang hapon po. Ang ating officer, Sir Councilor Ladok first. This is moved by Councilor Sito, seconded by Councilor Sison for the suspension of our internal rules to accommodate our officer in charge of our Alameda City PNP to speak. Magandang hapon, sir. So, naimbitahan ko po ang ating pong bagong Chief of Police, ang ating OIC sa ating session para po makialam po natin lahat, para meet and greet at siguro siya na rin magkwento ng kanyang background. Sir, welcome po sa ating session po.
Unang-una po sir, nice to meet batin. Binati ko na kanina pero bubatin ulit ating Masigasig, very supportive na Vice Mayor, Honorable Anton Perez, sir. Ang 5 magandang city councilors. Ay, anim po na magandang city councilors. Tignan ko kasi ng picture, 5 lalaki, 5 babae. Lalo, maski pala. So, magandang hapon sa mga nagagandahang city councilors at SK President at sa mga naglulupuhang city councilors, 5 city councilors at isang Liga President. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. So, unang-una po, nais ko pong ipakilala ang aming sarili. Ako po si Lieutenant Colonel Gary Noel Pasca. Ready po ako ng Cagayan Valley, Sunano ng Vizcaya. So, Bungin, Lucano. Saan po ako. So, ano ba mga teorit? So, bago po ako i-designate na officer in charge po na dito sa ating lungsod. Ako po ay nanggaling dito sa Pangasinan. Tapos, noong 2017, punta ako sa National Headquarters. Na kung saan doon ko kinuha yung Lieutenant Colonel ko. So, nagsilbi ako sa mga sigan na directorate, sa Directorate for Personnel and Records Management bilang deputy. Doon po yung nagkikita ng lahat ng kailangan ng PNP personnel sa buong bansa sa records nila. At 2 years po ko doon, 1 year ako doon, then the other year doon sa Senior Officers Placement and Promotion Division, Sub-Super Division sa Krame, na kung saan ito po yung opisina na nagtatalaga sa mga generals. Kung sila ay mag-regional director, mag-provincial director, tapos umupo sa mga sensitibong posisyon sa PNP organization. So, nagpapasalamat ako. Doon ako napadpad nung sinipat ko dito sa Pangasinan. At doon ako na-promote, parang akong binato ako sa tubig. So, yun po ang istorya ko. Then way back, binalik ako dito kasi ang executive officer noon ay ang regional director namin ngayon, si Police Regional General Rodolfo Santos Osorin Jr. Siya po yung executive officer doon, sir, ma'am. At sinabi niya sa akin, may 2 years ko na dito. Ibabato na ulit kita sa Pangasinan. Sabi niya, sir. So, sige sir, sabi mo naman. So, binalik ako sir. Tapos pinag-gepe ako ng San Carlos City. So, 6 months ko doon. Ako yung hepe na memorable dahil doon nando si ating Governor Sino. September 11 yun doon. World Trade Center sa birthday ni Marcos. So, pang 11 days ko yun, nung mampus siya. So, salamat sa Diyos at buhay naman siya at sa ngayon, solve na yung kaso. So, nung masolve yung kaso, sabi nila sa akin, mag-DPDO ka muna, Deputy Provincial Director of Provincial. Napakat sa pinakatas dito sa buong probinsya sa kapulisan. Sabi ko naman, sir, tatangkapin ko. Sabi siya sa akin. DPDO ako sa provincial office ng 6 na buwan ulit. So pagkatapos ko mag-DPDO doon, sabi na naman sa akin ng boss ko, si Perez, basta yung regional director, mag-epe ka muna, saan mo gusto? Sir, kahit saan. Sabi mo naman, basta Alaminos. Kahit saan, basta Alaminos. Alaminos City. So, nung mag-turn over kami ng mga hepe, ilang-speech kami doon. Sabi ko, sa lahat ng nandun, doon natin yung mga chief police, force commander, regional sa provincial staff. Sabi ko, ako po, hindi ako namimili ng posisyon. Sabi ko, kahit saan ako ilagay, sabi ko naman. Nung mag-speech naman si Gerald rin, sabi naman, si Gary, diyan namimili ng posisyon, basta Alaminos. Hindi naman ako namimili ng posisyon, yung lugar lang pinili ko talaga. Alaminos. So, yun pong istorya, kaya ako napagtag na dito. Pero, sa kalaman ko ng lahat, dati na po ako dito na nagsilbi. Bilang Deputy Chief of Police, nung panahon ni ang ating former mayor. Mayor, si Sir Art, at ang hepe ko nun si Colonel Domingo Soriano. So from July 25, 2014 to January 9, 2016, Deputy Chief of Police ako dito. Kaya familiar na rin po ako sa lugar natin. At nung kasagsagan na ng eleksyon, saka double barrel, inuulit ako sa PPO, kailangan ng trabaho. Wala nang mapatay, wala nang namatay na illegal drugs, pushers, hindi pa ako bukas na kami. Yan na. So again, ngayon at nakabalik na naman tayo dito. At dito naman po ako para magsilbi dito sa ating lungsod ang magiging katuwang nyo sa pagbangon ng ating turismo at ekonomiya ng Lanao City at sa pagpapabilin ng kaisan at kapayapaan natin na inyong lingkod. Instituto ng Panlungsod ng Lupaska ang may pagmamalasakit at tungo sa kapayapaan, kayusan para sa kunlaran ng ating lungsod ng Alaminos. Maraming salamat po sir at magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, sir. Meron bang gustong mag-tanong, Kuryente, o bumati? Sir, sa inyong kalaman ang ating chairman po sa Peace and Order ay si Kagawad. Dapat po.
Magiging boss ko sa Peace and Order.
Tapos ang ating majority floor leader si Kagawad Batok. Saka sa Laws and Rules po si Kagawad de Castro. And the rest of the council po.
May comment lang ako.
Yes, sir.
Yung skip na jeep kanina parang nangangampal niya eh. Pero nasa eleksyon eh.
Councilor Dalia Del po. Nagsumasunod.
Pwede bang pakipakit yun?
Baka may COVID.
Tapos ang aming SK rin po pala si Councilor Government. Tapos ang aming liga si Councilor and the rest of the council. So, sa ngalan po ng Sangguniang, sir, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Asahan niyo po na kasama niyo po kami sa inyong pagsilbi dito sa ating lungsod. At welcome back to Alaminos, sir.
Thank you sir at ito hindi po nangako pero gagawin ko po lahat ng maging makaya upang maging worthy na tagapaglingkod ng lungsod ng Lanao City. Thank you po.
Salamat po, sir. Salamat po. Thank you. Councilor Providenay, are you want to ask something? Yung mga gusto mong walang number ni Hepe, siguro kunin na lang rin ang ating, sir, kung pwede daw makuha ng secretariat yung ating number po para, or yung kahit yung point person po sa, para po pagka may tanong po yung ating mga councilors ay naka-direkta po sila sa inyo.
Bigay ko na lang po sir para pag may nakareview.
Ayun, sir. Curfew, yeah. So we will now lift this capital. So any other privilege speeches? Other privilege hour. Sir, thank you. Salamat, sir. Okay. Okay. Councilor Sisa?
Yes, Mr. Chair. This is regarding po sa structure, sa polo 2, yung structure na nailagay dito. So, yung malaking gate, nasa pagitan po yung Sir Greg Arwata at saka ni actually nakita ko ito last Saturday nung may bisita ko. Pinapunta ko, doon yung mas maganda yung
business o kasi alam mo, open. Yan ang nakita ko nga po, kasi tama, ang laki na nagiging So, ang sa akin na po, alam ko nagkaroon ng agreement ko, bago at nag-issue tayo ng resolution ng 20 na pagiging dalo yun, net private property, part na yun, para may access po ang mga ibang resort. Na isa.
Okay, Councilor Season. Councilor Season moves to schedule a dialogue. So, Councilor Season moves to schedule a committee, a dialogue, committee level of committee on tourism.
And sa
Pero ikaw na so, tourism to have a dialogue on Friday, September 18. Ano oras po?
9 a.m. po.
9 a.m. Kindly invite the personalities mentioned by our good councilor. Pero I think nasa abroad ata yun. Dumating lang. Okay. September 18, 9 a.m. And I would like to advise the Secretariat also to hanapin po yung resolution na yan, 2011. Kung meron po yung ating previous issuances regarding the said item, pati yung sa Bolo. Bolo Hills yun, di ba? Ano yung mga Bolo Hills, yung nagbigay tayo ng may binigay tayo ng certification dati na ng development nila, di ba? Oo. So, kung meron bang clause doon na nag-cover ng daan na yun. Okay? So, ordered. Any other privilege speeches? Councilor Sigandera.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I would just like to mention the resolution endorsed by the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Western Pangasinan. Endorsed to this representation a copy of PCCI Resolution Number 1 Series of 2020, dated September 2, 2020. The Chamber seeks to request Honorable Art Brian C. Celeste to adjust the curfew hours in the city, considering that the entire province of Pangasinan is currently under the MGCQ. The PCCI resolution made reference to DILG Memorandum Circular Number 2039 dated July 17, 2020, which authorized local government units to adjust curfew hours until 12 midnight, as fast food and restaurant businesses are allowed to operate up to 11 in the evening. In line with the said DILG memorandum, and in order to possibly generate revenue for the food and transport sectors and hasten economic recovery, the Chamber humbly requests Mayor Celeste to consider the adjustment of the curfew hours currently implemented in the city from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. They likewise seek this august body to favorably endorse PCCI Resolution Number 1 Series of 2020 to Honorable Art Brian C. Celeste for his evaluation and study. I submit, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Okay, so your proposal is to file a resolution endorsing ganun po. Ano? Yeah, sige, tama. Okay, thank you very much for that. So, let's tackle that under unassigned business. Any other privilege hours? Privilege speeches? Hearing none, next item is the secretary.
We proceed to the reference of business. The first item is the resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Brian C. Celeste to purchase a parcel of land declared under tax declaration number 2018-17-02712, situated at Barangay Luca, this city, containing an area of 12,656 square meters for the housing project of LGU Alaminos City employees and CSAP livelihood programs.
Do you have a guess? Ano tayo? Is your speaker? Okay. So, Councilor Siriodoc moves to suspend the general rules. Seconded by Councilor Lagundana and Councilor. Madam Secretary, kindly acknowledge this.
Our guests for these items are Sir Eduardo A. Aglivo Jr. from the City Officer's Office, Madam Luina F. Luis, our City Budget Officer.
Magandang hapon po, ma'am.
Good afternoon po sa aking lahat.
We have a 5 million appropriation for this purpose under our special purpose appropriation in our 2020 annual budget.
Maganda yung appropriation na ito.
5 million po.
And then this is 2.8. Any questions? Ma'am, can you give us a brief background where the property is? This property is in
Barangay Lukak, sir, kami ng SISA,
adjacent to the season.
Opo. It is 12,656 square meters.
Okay. So the total amount of purchase would be
5 million, sir.
sakto. With the purchase amount. Tama ba?
Yes, sir. 396 per square meter. Opo po.
Any questions to our city budget officer and our guest? Kung wala na, thank you very much. Napag-aaral ng... Councilor Raul Bakay.
Una, sabi niya, tatakalan ako. Sobra pala yung asawa ni
Robert, owner, Robert Lanoy, and Dr. Angeline C. Asuncion, co-owner. Okay, thank you very much. So, under suspension of rules, proceed na tayo sa ating isang guest para hindi na po magantay ang ating mabuting engineer. Ano po yung kay Engineer Noel? Sige po. Okay, pasa na lang po.
So for our next item is the resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the 20% development fund amounting to 2,785,097 pesos and 47 centavos, and a special education fund amounting to 357,402 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2020.
Any questions to our good engineer, Joel Campa? Wala na po? Okay po. Thank you very much po, Engineer Joel. And, set na naman. So, with that, we will now leave the suspension of the rules. Do we have any other guests? Wala ka na. Leave the suspension of the rules. What is the pleasure of the body regarding item number 1 under proposed resolution? Councilor Montelera, our chairman of land use.
Okay, eto, Barcelona na naman yan. Bakit hindi pa ito na eh?
Oo, wala. Councilor De Castro.
What I know of that land is that the share of that is supposed to be 10 million, but the 5 million, because of the patriotism, the love for the city of Alaminos, and the kind-heartedness of this distinguished councilor from Illinois, he has donated the 5 million to the city of Alaminos. That's why
So, any Councilor Montelera? Chairman of land use?
Hey, for the elevating the business of the day for deliberation.
This will move by Councilor Fontanera, seconded by Councilor Alvarez, Councilor Sigudena, to include the said resolution in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item. That's it, ay, sorry. Yung isa is yung what's the value of the body regarding the additional partial list? Councilor,
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that the matter is elevated
this is moved by Councilor Adolfo, seconded by Councilor Ramos, by Councilor Fontanera, to include the said item in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Now proceed to the committee reports. The first item is a joint committee report.
Ano sa'yo?
Now proceed to the unassigned business. The first item is the ordinance adopting the new normal to prevent and control the coronavirus 2019.
Committee. So, I think we should just schedule this for committee. Yep. Councilor Abagahay. Committee hearing na lang. Committee hearing.
Committee hearing on
18 na lang, sabi natin.
Kailan, sir?
18 na lang, dialogue after that.
After the dialogue, September 18th.
10 po, 10:30. 10 a.m. Tayo lang naman ito eh.
10 a.m.
10 o'clock.
Okay, Councilor Abagahay, schedule sa committee hearing regarding the proposed ordinance of the ALG on September 18, 10 o'clock in the morning. Next item.
resolution exempting Alaminos, requesting Sangguniang Panlungsod to accept the city of Alaminos in the position of coffee hours from 8 in the evening to 5 in the morning. To 10 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I move that the resolution be elevated for
So before we include this in our business of the day, okay, ito lang natin i-discuss. It's been moved by Councilor Laral Dixon Season, seconded by Councilor Secretary, Councilor Alvarez, to include the said item in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
We'll proceed to committee reports. The first item is joint committee report from the hearing held on September 4 regarding the review of Barangay Annual Budget 2020 of Barangay Victoria, amounting to 2,888,920 pesos.
The committee was conducted September 4, 2020. The one barangay council of Victoria and the supervised by the PBA. Our budget to barangay Victoria was presented last week. Body secretary of the fair. This will be committee findings and the procedure for the local finance. Substantial compliance with budget and road law. This committee has approved that the barangay budget to barangay Victoria was ordered. The above findings will be available for the adoption of the report and safety related to this
Councilor Sinigalong moves for the adoption of the committee report, and we'd like to include the said measure in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Now proceed to the business of the day. The first item is the resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the 21st Development Fund, amounting to 2,785,097 pesos and 47 centavos, and the special purpose fund amounting to 357,402 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2020.
The moved by Councilor Sinigalong, seconded by Councilor Fontanera, Councilor Abagahay, and Councilor Season for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Second reading of the proposed ordinance downgrading 2 positions, abolishing 3 positions, creating 4 positions, and changing 1 position title under the Legislative Department of the local government unit of the City of Alaminos.
Councilor David.
Mr. Chair, I move for the third reading of the ordinance.
It's been moved by Councilor De Leon, seconded by Councilor Abubakar, Councilor Secretary, Councilor Zabago, for to monitor the said item for the third and final reading. Next item.
Second reading of the resolution requesting the interagency task force to include children in the list of allowable tourists to visit the Hundred Islands National Park, provided strict compliance to health and safety protocols.
So, ito po yung... Ano? Ito po.
Yes, pero wala pong age or to include children and senior citizens.
Ma'am, pwede po ulit ng title. Hindi ko na... Sa title ko yan. Paulit po ng title. Hindi ko na...
Resolution requesting the interagency task force to include children in the list of allowable tourists to visit the Hundred Islands National Park, provide strict compliance to health and safety protocols.
Magbibigay ba tayo ng ano?
Resolution po sana advice para i-request ang IATF na i-ease yung age restrictions.
Kasama ba senior citizen?
Kasama mo. Kasi marami na yung
Pero general lang ba o magbibigay tayo ng adult policy? Parang may limit ba? Ganun? Or,
wala.
parang kunyari, every Saturday, Sunday only, I don't know. Parang meron nung nag-meeting ba with tourism, meron bang...
Wala naman. Pwede na po. Although alam naman po natin na ito, talaga hindi sasama yung mga limit. Pero at least yung iba, may consider yung mga teenagers, ganyan, kasi iba yung mga nanay.
Ang schedules ko lang 2 minute recess. Okay na tayo dito. Mag-ano tayo? Okay lang, hindi naman naka-observe. Okay lang ba na pag-gano'n na, pwede ang mabata at saka ang senior sa Hundred Island? Kung meron ba tayong private reaction or okay lang sa atin? Kasi talagang hindi ko nakikita yung island eh.
Ako, okay lang kung papayag yung IATF.
Yun nga po.
Resolution lang naman, request lang naman. Pero yung title niya, provide strict compliance to the health and safety protocols. Itin,
Sir, ayusin ko na lang.
kung kami kulang sa dulo.
Provided strict compliance to
Para
ayusin ko na lang, sir, kasi
Ayusin mo.
i-refresh ko kasi yan po yung nakalagay na
Should we, ano ba, put a parang proposal kung paano gagawin o di na? Request, general na lang ba?
General na lang. Bahala na sila ba? Bigay. Response nila, di ba?
Pero under region-wide lang muna kasi i-reopen na po sa region-1.
Region lang, region 1 lang.
Hindi pa ko allowed ang escort.
Okay. So any other concerns na? So we'll now resume our session. So the working title of our resolution requesting the IATF to include children aged in the list of allowable tourists to visit the Islands National Park. Include children and senior citizens in the list of allowable tourists to visit the HINP, provided that they will strictly comply with the health and safety protocols of the city and other pronouncements by the IATF.
Region-wide.
Subject to only, sa as na ng video.
Lagyan na lang natin siguro the list of allowable tourists from region 1.
Only. Only. Sige.
justification po.
Justification.
Revenue.
Tourism.
Economic activity. Saka, wala, yun talaga yung ano natin. Yun yung boses natin. Tingin natin na, bakit? Yun yung stand natin, di ba?
Yes po. Kasi compared po yung first arrival last
Sige nga,
year.
i-counter season numbers po.
Ang numbers natin ng first arrival last July 2019, 23,049. ang August natin 13,035. Compared po ngayon, ang arrival lang po natin in July 2020, 219 na po. And August 220. So parang nasa 1% ang tourist arrival. So kawawa naman po talaga yung pero kailangan din po nilang i-comply po yung health and safety protocols kaya sa pag-rapid or swab test. Yung may medical certificate na travel authority.
Tapos gawa na yung tourism siguro, kung siguro maximum of 100 per day lang, mga ganun.
Meron po kami
Meron
limit
din,
na
ah.
limit per day. Para 1,000.
So, si tourism nagagawa ng parang.
Meron na po proposed.
So, it has been moved by Councilor approval na kami.
And the week,
Then, nasa business na. Nasa business na
Nasa
din.
business. Okay. If there are no more comments regarding the resolution, I move for its approval.
It has been moved by Councilor Sison, seconded by Councilor De Leon, Councilor Apolbaque, Councilor Doc, Councilor Apolbaque, Councilor Segundera, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Ayos na lang po nung title yung ano. Yung siguro revenue-based yung basis na yung applying basis. Oh, adopted. Next item po.
Next item is the second reading of the proposed ordinance strengthening the Barangay Council for the protection of children of all barangays in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan, by providing incentive through the institutionalization of the most child-friendly barangay award.
Councilor Sisa. Sorry.
Mr. Chair, if there are no more comments, yes. There are no comments.
Any comments regarding the second reading of the ordinance for the protection of children? Basically, magbibigay ata ng incentive sa barangay. Kaya?
Yung first prize, 200,000. Second prize, 150,000. Third, 100,000. And then 5 conservation at 50,000. So, I move, Mr. Chair, the said ordinance be calendar for third and final. The next
Council, next session, okay na.
2 weeks na. Advance na tayo.
Pero, may budget na tayo.
That's something that is
Council season moves to calendar the said ordinance for third and final reading
next session.
in our next regular session. Next item.
Second reading of the proposed ordinance institutionalizing a comprehensive program for children with special needs, granting financial assistance and providing funds therefore.
Mr. Chair, regarding the ordinance, I move calendar the ordinance for third and final reading sa next session.
Okay, this is moved by Councilor Season and seconded by Councilor De Leon, Councilor Segundera, to calendar the said ordinance for third and final reading in our next regular session. Next item.
Second reading of the proposed ordinance operationalizing freedom of information in the city government of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and providing guidelines thereof.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to calendar the next regular session for the third and final reading.
Previously moved by Councilor Apolbaque and seconded by Councilor Rabagor, Councilor De Leon, to schedule the said ordinance for third and final reading in our next regular session. Next item.
Second reading of the resolution amending section 1, rule 6 of the internal rules of procedure of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
So this will be our amended IRP. Yung mga salient points niya ay inayos po natin yung possibility na magkaroon tayo ng virtual or online session. Yung ating pati mga committee hearing, pwede nating pagsabayin kung hindi tayo pwedeng mag-physical or pwedeng dalawang different locations pwede tayo mag-hearing. And then yung public hearings natin, preferably Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then yung ating attire, ating uniform, first Tuesday, UC, second blue, third white, fourth gray, fifth white. And then possibly session sa barangay, and then approval of agendas and unassigned businesses. Any other pa po? Ang pwedeng dagdag? Wala na. Shall we approve? Councilor Ladok, the majority leader.
Chair, I move for the approval of the proposed resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirilo Ladok, seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor W. Bernadette, Councilor Lababacay, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Sison, and Councilor Robert Denoy for the adoption of the said resolution. Kindly amend the title kasi maraming sections yung amend. So at least ano lang siguro, updated na lang, general, adopting the new IRP na. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Second reading of the proposed ordinance requiring all applicants for marriage license in the city of Alaminos to plant trees in designated areas within the city.
Mr. Chair, I will please for the working title.
Perfect.
Mr. Chair, may I respectfully request a period of 2 weeks from today within which to incorporate revisions on the proposed draft.
Okay, Councilor Segundera, the sponsor of the said ordinance, moves to defer the said ordinance 2 weeks from our next regular session, 2 weeks from now. Thank you. Next item.
Resolution authorizing the city mayor, Art Brian C. Silencio, to purchase a parcel of land declared under tax declaration number 2018-17-02712, situated Barangay Lucap, City, containing an area of 12,656 square meters for the housing project of LGU Alaminos City employees and PSAP livelihood programs.
Any motion? Councilor Panjalera.
Mr. Chair, no more question. I move for the approval of said resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Francisco Soterera, seconded by Councilor Bernabé, Councilor Sison, Councilor Segundera, Councilor Albacay, Councilor Galvin, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Wala naman. Next item.
Resolution requesting Sangguniang Panlungsod to accept the city of Alaminos from the position of 40 hours from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning.
So, yung status natin dito, we tried to amend this. We tried to amend our ordinance a few weeks ago, but there is a provincial ordinance that nagsasabi na yun ang curfew natin. So, last time I checked, executive order lang kasi ni Governor. Pero nakausap ko si Board Member Orange. Sabi niya, ordinance daw. So, all we can do now, siguro, is to my suggestion is, huwag natin na-amend yung ordinance natin. If ever, gawa na tayo ng bago na magsusupersede sa luma. Tapos siguro, kung mag-request tayo sa province, sa resolution na lang tayo sa province. Di ba? Ano mo ba? Kasi as of the moment, we cannot technically pass an ordinance. Kasi
Pero paano kaya yung guys? Meron pong memorandum circular ang PCI. Meron circular number 39. Increasing the operating capacity of dining establishment. And allow this sila. At yung MCC, dati, sige 50%. Ngayon yung MCC, 75% of maximum capacity. And lahat ng restaurants and fast food businesses shall be allowed to operate until 11 p.m. And local government units are enjoined to adjust curfew hours actively take
Yeah. Well, it is a national memorandum, so nakalagay and joint naman, hindi required. At the same time, I guess the province enjoys the autonomy. Yeah. The province enjoys the autonomy na magawa ng sariling rules kasi panlalawigan yung gawa. So,
And may request po.
okay. So, ano ba yung proposal? Resolution, di ba?
Yes.
So, okay naman ako doon. We should, resolution requesting the Sangguniang Panlungsod to consider the adjustment of curfew hour from 10 na ba? 10 na ilalagay? 10?
Yung request ng may request
12 na.
di ba?
12 na tayo sa schedule eh.
12.
Kailan mo na pag-usapan yung kahapon sa
12 midnight.
kung pwedeng 10 na kasi parang medyo mahirap daw po kapag aabuli na.
Siguro pag isa yun na lang na iyapas yung mga yan.
Yeah. Kasama na lang sa whereas.
Resolution, isang mo yung panlalawigan ay daw to set alamin. So, pag-insin nila kasi, namit na nila yung ordinansa nila.
Councilor De Castro, second na.
I would suggest, Mr. Chair, that the resolution to include that it be sponsored by our two distinguished board members. So, the request for resolution be sponsored by board members Margilo Orange Wilde and Honorable Angelera for the amendment of provincial ordinance. In support thereof is the request of the Chamber of Commerce to the City of Alaminos as well as our resolution.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that we try to communicate the matter to our distinguished board members for them to sponsor that matter.
So, the committee chairman, amenable to that. So, the working title would be resolution requesting the Honorable Versosa, Honorable Ponderera to sponsor the amendment of provincial ordinance that to accept the city of Alaminos from the curfew. Tama. Ano gusto mo yun? Direct o madalawigan? Ikaw ang chairman.
Actually, okay din po yung direct.
Yes. Ha?
Advice kasi ng DILG sa atin, when I inquired, ang advice po nila sa atin is a resolution requesting the Sangguniang Panlungsod, sir, as the August body who enacted the ordinance for an exception ng Alaminos City or a possible amendment.
As a whole.
As a whole, sir. At copy for this po ang regional IATF.
Ano gusto mo?
Yan na lang po. Tatawagan ko na lang din po sila board member para sponsor.
So, can you reiterate the
Yes,
motion?
Mr. Chair, regarding the resolution, requesting the Sangguniang Panlungsod to exempt the city of Alaminos from the imposition of curfew hours from 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Attach na lang natin ito.
Yes.
Okay lang. So, it has been moved by Councilor Carol Bison. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Secondera, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Lodo, Councilor Villan, Councilor Abulbaki, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. To be clear, like 8 to 5, ay sorry, 10 to 5 not 12 12 kasi ito. 12 kasi sa chamber. Any other next item?
resolution declaring valid and operative the barangay budget of Barangay Victoria amounting to 2,888,920 pesos.
Been moved by Councilor Locke, seconded by Councilor Abdulbakir, Councilor Leon, Councilor Season, Councilor Secundera, Councilor Gabagay, Councilor Abdulbakir, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Announcement reminder.
Announcements po. Urgent Mary. Yung position. Lastly, for 35 leave.
Third and final reading of an ordinance downgrading two positions, abolishing three positions, creating four positions, and changing one position title under the legislative department of the local government unit, Alameda City.
Councilor Leon.
I move for it, Mr. Chair, if there are no more questions, I move for its approval.
It's been moved by Councilor Leon, seconded by Councilor Abago, Councilor Abdulbakir, Councilor Castro, for the enactment of the said ordinance. Any objection? Hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted. Next item. Any announcements po?
Announcement po, nakatanggap na po tayo ng approval ng ating through Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution number 827-2020, declaring Resolution number 2020-135 of the City of Alaminos, which is entitled Confirming Approving in Toto the Proposed Calendar Year 2020 Supplemental Annual Investment Program number 6 and amounting to 16,878,623.29 Kasabay po nito yung approval po ng supplemental budget number 4 ng Alaminos City as contained in the Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution number 828-2020. Pinarinisan po tayo ng kopya ng Provincial Resolution number 842-2020 entitled Urging all local government units in the province of Pangasinan to fully implement the provisions of Republic Act 9482, otherwise known as the Anti-Rabies Act of 2007.
Any other announcements po? Wala na po. Update lang po kanina, galing ako ng Peace and Order Council meeting. I think tuloy yung yung sa November 1, yung All Souls Day, yung araw na patay. So, in-encourage tayo na gumawa tayo ng policy kung ano yung mga tao na parang pupunta, anong tape. Pero siguro, si gagawa na, si market section na under executive order na. Kasi expect natin baka marami pa rin tao. Pero pwede pa rin daw po.
Pwede mo muna. I thought, pwede pa rin mag-apply
Yes,
yun.
social.
People not go to the dead will come.
Yes. So tuloy pa rin yun. Any other announcement? Kung wala,
Hindi pa naman na yun.
Pwedeng after na.
any other announcement? Mga programa po ng SK, ng barangay, na po ba? Wala na? Kung wala na, Councilor Bernabe, will we
Mr. Presiding Officer, if there are no more matter to discuss, I move for the adjournment of our session for today.
It was moved by Councilor Bernabe, seconded by Councilor Doc, Councilor Canoy, De Leon, Raul Bakay, Secundera, for the adjournment of today's regular session. I now call the Sangguniang Panlungsod regular session adjourned. Thank you po. Maraming salamat.